Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. He might have just been a visitor star in a couple of episodes, yet Dick Van Dyke's appearance on Day Wise of Our Live Years uncovered that his personality had a seriously solid association with the material. For those who haven't seen it yet, no spoilers. In addition, the actor, who has been successful in film, television, and on stage, was eager to try out the soap opera role. Van Dyke was surprised when Drake Hobiston returned with an offer to guest star on DLAs after jokingly asking his gym buddy if the show had any parts for older people. "I said, I very much want to have another experience," he told Drama Condensation. "Since I can't watch anything for 5 days in a row, I had never watched a soap opera." The veteran of show business said he would be willing to return at some point because he was impressed by the production's smooth operation and the actors' enthusiasm on set. Van Dyke confessed, "They told me I might appear in the story at a later time. Thus, I declared, I'll be there." Watchers probably won't have understood that the cop pushing John Doe's wheelchair through the emergency clinic was Van Dyke's genuine spouse of 11 years, Arlene Silver. Staggering second, Greg Vaughan said of meeting the famous entertainer, "Utterly speechless." Van Dyke likewise did a little routine with a presentation of Tea for Two with Bill Hayes and Susan Seaforth Hayes. 3 cups of tea. The Hayes posted a video of the rehearsal from behind the scenes on social media. "We had a blast getting ready for this scene. So thankful to our choreographer/companion that could only be described as epic Ted Sprague, our aide Emmy Shaughnessy, and our music boss Brent Nelson for assisting us with arranging this. What a blast." The veteran stage and screen actor was confused by one aspect of the scripts. Toward the beginning of every episode, a couple of lines of exchange are somewhat of a recap of the earlier day, Van Dyke made sense of. "Furthermore, I was unable to get onto that. I continued to say, 'Didn't I say this yesterday?'" The cast and crew of Dayways impressed the actor. He was amazed. They know what they're doing. I couldn't believe how long they had been doing it. They are enthusiastic and love doing the show, despite the fact that some of the material becomes a little repetitive at times. There may be a solution to the question of where Susan Banks is and why, if she is still alive, she hasn't returned, according to Days of Our Lives spoilers and rumors. She might be in London looking for Edmund Crumb if she only remembers when E.J. DeMaro was born and has partial amnesia. Looking for her husband and missing baby. She might be looking for baby Elvis and her private husband Edmund, depending on how far back in time she remembers. Susan was hired to act as Kristen Blake, then Eileen Davidson, during the birth of baby E.J., which caused a lot of chaos. This was before she went by the name Dimora, and she wanted to have a baby. Susan was going to get pregnant and give Kristen the baby when he was born. Susan found out that John Black was engaged to the real Kristen, who was deceptive and cruel, while John was loving and noble. So since she was the genuine mother of the child, she intended to have Kristen spot both as the child's mom and as John's sweetheart. However, Susan as Kristen or Kristen as Kristen and John were not to be, as he reunited with Marlena Evans and foiled the plan. Susan got married to Edmund, moved to England, and back in Salem they accepted the child. E.J. was being raised by Susan and Edmund. Notwithstanding, Stefano Dimora, who fathered the child, grabbed him from Susan, bringing him up in New Orleans at Maison Blanche, then sending him to English live-in schools. If this is where Susan's memories are stored, she may be in England looking for Edmund and baby E.J., 2 people she hadn't spoken to in years. Harris Michaels and Ava Vitali, Tamara Braun, escape Bayview after E.J. sent a hit woman after Eva to retaliate against Susan, and they go on the run to find her. As far as E.J. is concerned, she would not remember anything past when Stefano snatched him as a baby. They begin their journey to London to locate Edmund Crumb after conducting some research into her past and learning about the circumstances surrounding E.J.'s birth. They haven't spoken to each other in years, even though one would think that if she found him, he would bring her back to her grown son. Susan might not have found Edmund, since he probably might have moved. However, Harris believes it merits a shot to track down him. That way, basically, he understands what's going on. He can assist if he sees Susan, or in her pitiful form, he might be protecting her. Make certain to get up to speed with everything occurring with DOL at this moment. Return here frequently for quite a long time of our lives spoilers, news, and updates. Day spoilers 14-day breakdown guarantee your #1 Selamites working up a ton of show. You won't have any desire to miss a snapshot of the activity. Although Joseph Bell is a man who remains a mystery, new details about his past are emerging. John and Marlena make it their mission to assist him and determine the truth. They even surprise him a little. Rafa is also looking for clues, but for a very different reason. He is looking for Harris and Ava. Will he locate them prior to them traveling too far? Their security is at risk. In the meantime, Sarah's labor takes an unexpected turn. When things go wrong in the delivery room, she finds herself in a life-or-death situation. Will she be able to get through this trying time? Will she be able to meet the baby she's been trying to hide for months? After giving birth, Sarah's life is in danger. Will this experience put things into point of view for everybody in the loop? Day's spoilers hint Rafe chases after Ava and Harris. He's hot following right after them, yet will he track down them? The mystery man will be pleasantly surprised by John and Marlena. It's difficult to sort his life out, yet maybe this will help. A stunning revelation confounds Brady's and Alex's, Robert Scott Wilson, excursion to Greece. Anything that can go wrong will. Stefan, Brandon Barish, and Gaby's plan is disrupted by Vivian. This is a tomfoolery minimal game for the sovereign of plan. Leo goes up against Dimitri. Will this lead to a darling's disagreement? Sean's disappearance panics Belle, Martha Madison. Will she find him before he accomplishes something they'll both lament? In London, Ava and Harris look for Susan. She is their only chance of getting Ava's name out of their heads and getting EJ to stop the dogs. Wendy's attempt to hack into EJ's phone is caught by EJ. She does not intend to make enemies of him. Vivian and Maggie butt heads. With Vivian around, Maggie better watch her back. Days of Our Lives airs weekdays in the United States on Peacock, Plus and Canada, on the W Network or Global TV app. Check out all of the most recent Days spoilers to learn more about what's going to happen in Salem. Additionally, click here for a comprehensive history of the show. For more about what's going on your #1 cleansers, join the discussion over on our Facebook page, look at our Twitter channel, or search for a report on our Instagram stories. See you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.